Hello from San Antonio. This is Siren TaRoT. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. How does he or she see you? This reading is timeless, and for this reading there are 5 different options. This is option 1. Option 2. Option 3. Option 4. And option 5. As always, timestamps will be provided. Don't overthink it. Just think of your person of interest. Take a deep breath and make your selection. If you chose the first crystal, here's your reading. Starting with my oldest deck, Cat Black's Golden Tarot. Eight of Wands, Knight of Cups, the Hanged Man. My most romantic deck, Legend Arthurian. Knight of Spears, King of Shields, the Fool. Eight of Wands again. Six of Cups. Judgment. I do see this person being at the very least infatuated with you. If they are not deeply in love, they are at least infatuated. There is strong energetic interest for pile 1. So they see you as someone who is attractive, exciting. They love your energy. They love your body. They love your physicality. They love the way you look. They love the way you make them feel. You excite this person. You stimulate this person. You turn them on. They see you as a soulmate. They feel a very strong connection to you. They see you as someone who is worth the risk. Perhaps you're not this person's usual type. There could be something different, something exotic about you. Maybe this person has a history of just settling, just being with whoever, not going out on a limb, not trying too hard, just thinking, well, we have the same friend group and we have things in common, so this is a thing. We'll be a couple. And you could be the most exciting, attractive person they've ever really fallen for. And so there's some fear because it's a risk. They're not accustomed to being around someone like you. I don't know. There's something different that sets you apart. Maybe you're from different cultures. You could be different ethnicities. Could be an age gap. But this person feels like you are worth the risk. It's very possible that in synastry, you and this person have Mars conjunct Venus because the sexual attraction is so strong. I feel like if you've not had sex with this person yet, at the very least, you've sexted, you've had sexual communication. So if you chose one, you could have Sun in Aries, Cancer, rising, Moon in Aquarius, just one possibility. This person, your person of interest, they could have Sun in Leo, Taurus rising, Moon in Pisces. There are probably a lot of synchronicities for this pile. You could be seeing a lot of angel numbers or one number specifically. And there could be some mental telepathy between you and this person. You're on the same wavelength. So even if there is some overt difference, like if you're different ethnicities, you're from different cultures, on a spiritual, energetic level, you match. I see you being on the same wavelength. You have the same sense of humor. And sexually, I see phenomenal compatibility. Okay, the astro die. We have the signs, the numbers, planets. Mercury in Aries in the 7th house, the house of Libra. I feel like you and this person have, as I already said, really energetic, exciting communication. You tease each other, you have fun with each other. It's very lively, very energetic. One is Leo, 2 is Cancer, 4 is Aquarius, 3 Sagittarius, so 5 is the dominant number, making Mercury the dominant energy. Yeah, amazing communication. You make this person laugh and you turn them on. Dual. You challenge each other. It's exciting. Maybe you're both competitive and you have fun, I don't know, shooting hoops together or something, or you go to the shooting range, or you run together, you jog together, or you hike together. You could try to be blunt, to be crude, to be crass. You try to outdick each other, like you're sharing war stories. Oh, well, I climbed this mountain in such and such time, or I ran the mile in this time, or something like that. I feel like you both take excellent care of yourselves. You both look really good naked. You have amazing bodies. You could be athletes. You're just really careful with what you eat, or you have very exacting exercise regimens, routines, something like that. I can see you in the gym together, getting sweaty together. Lee. Del. Tide. Yeah, I'm getting competition. Maybe you have Mars conjunct Mars, or Mars opposite Mars. Is that one of the trigger words at YouTube? Can't be too careful. Maybe you have fun playing Scrabble with each other. we had an S, we would have lights. My husband's and son's last name. I've got my maiden name, and then I've got my married name. Rainwater hyphen lights. I'm one of those hyphen people. Yeah. Okay. I'll stop there. That's what I see for one. I hope that helps. I do this full time. I am always available for private readings. All the info is in every box. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Oops. And if you chose Crystal 2, the Amethyst, here is your reading. Ace of Coins, Ace of Wands, Judgment, the Magician, Two of Cups, Page of Pentacles. I get the sense that they're comparing you to an ex or exes. I'm hearing they pale in comparison to you. She pales in comparison to you. If you have competition, if you're being compared to anyone, you're coming out on top. You're America's Next Top Model. You're the best. You're the best looking. You're the best lover. You're the best something. She can't hold a candle to you. She pales in comparison. She, he, use whatever pronoun you prefer. High Priestess. The Tower. Ten of Swords. Now, this is not about the nature of the relationship or connection, but that's significant. That's strong to have the two aces, to start with two aces and to end with the Ten of Swords. So this could be one of those connections that ends as quickly as it begins. It could be really hot, fast, furious. They're chomping at the bit to get to know you, to get closer to you, and then it just ends. But this is about how do they see you. They see you as someone who is extremely attractive, and you look like you have a lot of money. You're very well put together. You're classy, you're elegant, you're fashionable. If you're a woman, or if you're a man, I guess, you look like you've spent a lot of time in the salon. You take excellent care of yourself. You're not sloppy. You're not half-ass. You wouldn't be one of those people. It's becoming really common, at least in San Antonio. You probably wouldn't be one of those who goes to the store in your pajamas. You probably take special care with your appearance. You put effort in. You're not lazy. You're not half-ass. It's not about comfort for you. You want to make a certain impression, and you have a lot of self-respect. So, and I don't usually focus on physicality, but it's coming through that you could have amazing hair. Healthy, gorgeous, abundant hair. Lion, Leo, the Leo mane. Leos, or people who have, I guess, Venus in Leo or Leo rising, they're known for their gorgeous hair. They love your hair and your legs. Yeah, it's just coming through, so I'm going with it. Hair and legs. That's the main focus here. This person feels like you're too good to be true. You exceed their expectations. If this is one of those things, which it's very common, you met online, you met on social media or a dating app, and then you have a date, you meet in person, they tell you, you exceeded my expectations, or man, you're better than I expected. So it's the opposite of being catfished. You actually look better in person. I see this person falling for you hard and fast. That's pretty strong to have Two of Cups in the center like that. Yeah. Something about you caught this person off guard. They weren't expecting to fall so hard and so fast. And I'm hearing that song by Def Leppard, Photograph. I've only heard it a million times and I'm struggling with the lyrics, but such a woman, you've got style, you make every man feel like a child. Okay. I'm also hearing Just What I Needed by the Cars. I don't mind you coming here, wasting all my time, 'cause when you're standing oh so near, I kinda lose my mind, yeah. It's not the perfume that you wear, it's not the ribbons in your hair. Da 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 da. Yeah. You really excite this person, similar to what I saw in pile 1. This could, again, I'm not really focusing on the nature of the relationship, but it's just jumping out. This could potentially be one of those relationships that has extreme highs and extreme lows. That's just really jumping out. The 2 aces and then the 10 of swords is the last card. I don't usually do this because it's so straightforward. How do they see you? But I'm curious, so I'm going to do a 3-card energetic summation. Please provide a 3-card energetic summation for pile 2. How does the person of interest see those who chose pile 2? How do they see them? 3-card energetic summation. Yeah, you look like money. There's that corny country western song from, I think it's from the 90s. You look better than money in the bank. Queen of Shields, Queen of Pentacles. And I'm hearing no diggity. Blackstreet. You've got class, you've got style. The Lovers. Yeah, they're very turned on by you, similar to pile 1. 4 of Cups. They're worried that you might be too good for them. They're worried that you may be out of their league, is what I'm getting. They feel like you're better looking than they are. You have a better job. You have more money. You're out of their league. They feel intimidated. They may fear that they can't keep up with you sexually. Maybe you have a voracious libido. I'm also hearing Man-Eater by Hall & Oates. Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. You must have strong Leo in your natal chart. So if you chose to, you could have Sun and Venus and Leo, Taurus rising, Moon in Cancer, just one possibility. But anyone can see that you're good looking. You have universal sex appeal, like a model, like an actor or actress. A lot of people think you're hot, apparently. You've got good genes. You're naturally attractive. You've got charisma. You don't have to try. Some people have to try really, really hard to get noticed, to get attention. You don't have to try at all. It's effortless. You're blessed. You're favored. I was just watching this Sharon Stone short. And I think they gave it the wrong title. It wasn't very intelligent, but they were attaching it to the movie Casino, which she was nominated for Best Actress for her role in Casino. But she was talking like the role was from Basic Instinct. You know, there's that scene where she shows her stuff. She uncrosses her legs and you can see stuff. Anyway, she said people assumed that because she was so beautiful, that's all she had going for her was her looks. They assumed that she couldn't act or she wasn't intelligent. That's very common. People think, oh, well, that person's too good looking to be good at acting or whatever. That person's too good looking, so they must be an idiot. And so I see you intimidating this person because you're the whole package. You're really good looking, and you're intelligent, and you're ambitious. You got a good job. You've got stability. And you're rooted in reality. You're not delusional. You have healthy self-esteem. You have healthy boundaries. You got it all going on. And they're scared that you'll find someone you like better than them. And I'm also seeing that scene from Footloose, the original. I would never see the remake, but the Footloose from the 80s, Kevin Bacon. I can't think of the actress's name who played his love interest, the main chick in Footloose. But she says, "Aren't you ever going to kiss me?" And he said, "Well, I feel like you've been kissed a lot and I would suffer in comparison." This person feels like they have competition. And I'm hearing Little Red Corvette by Prince. I felt a little ill when I saw all the jockeys that were there before me, something like that. So you've had a lot of experience. You've had a lot of lovers maybe, or they feel like that. They perceive that you've had a lot of experience. And they will fall short. They will come up short. Maybe they feel like you're still connected to an ex, and so there's some jealousy there. I don't know. Yeah, I called out a possible astro combo. Okay, the astro die. Felt a little ill when I saw all the pictures of the jockeys that were there before me. Okay. North Node and Aries in the 6th house. Similar to pile 1, you take, oh, there's a gray hair. It just fell from my head. I've got gray hair. I think people were shocked when they met me in person in Toledo. These were people that we had been acquainted since 2005 from the small press, the indie press. And I always had black hair. And then I showed up in Toledo with my natural gray hair. I think people were shocked. Okay, that's my gray hair. What was I saying? Yeah, similar to pile 1, North Node Aries in the 6th house. You take excellent care of yourself. You could have an exacting diet, a fitness regimen. You look good naked. You just look good, period. You're healthy. You're healthy as hell. You don't smoke. You don't drink. What do you do? Goody Two Shoes, Edelman's, all these 80s songs. Maybe you were born in the 80s. Maybe you're a millennial. You just look good. And you have self-respect and da-da-da-da-da. You're crushing it. Okay. You have excellent teeth. You have healthy white teeth. Good bone structure. 4 is Aquarius, 2 is Cancer, 6 is Venus. You look good. 8, Capricorn, good bone structure. Oh, so yeah, 8, 9, 10. Leo is the dominant energy here. You look like a Leo. You get noticed. You don't blend into the crowd. You stand out. Roni, Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown, Aquarius. The love of his life, Whitney Houston. She was a Leo. Lex, Lexi, Alexa, Alexis. Maybe you drive a Lexus. Lex. Wexel. We don't have all the letters. Yeah, we do. Is that a last name? I don't know. Wexel. Oh yeah, we have Lexi. Maybe you're in Texas. I'm seeing Dexter, Dexy. I'm seeing Wendy, Wiley, Twix. You look better than a Twix candy bar. Twin. Maybe this person sees you as a twin flame. Lou, Lewis. D, Dee Dee. Dave, Davy, Davis. Dallas, Dylan. Tanya. Tammy. We don't have all the letters. I'm seeing things. Tammy, Tanya, Natasha, Stephanie, Tiffany, Tux. Maybe there's a prom picture of you. I don't know if you posted a picture of you at prom somewhere and you're with a guy wearing a tux. I don't know. Anything else? I think I'll stop there. Yeah, that's what I see for 2. I hope that helps. I do this full time. I am always available for private readings. All the info is in every box. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. And if you chose 3, see if you can see the blue glint. It's very overcast, but sometimes you see the blue. There it is, the blue glint. I love it. This is my absolute favorite. Yeah, there it is. So gorgeous. Don't ask me for the names of the crystals. I can't remember. I have so many crystals and I'm really bad at remembering what they're called, unless there's something obvious like an amethyst or an onyx or a rose quartz. But this is so gorgeous. It's my favorite. Okay, 3. Here is your reading, starting with my oldest deck, Cat Black's Golden Tarot. Six of Swords, Death, 6 of Wands, 6 is Venus, 2 6s sandwiching Death, Scorpio. Timeless reading, but I'm recording, uploading, publishing during Scorpio season. We're coming up on the new moon in Scorpio on Thursday, 20th. Tower. So right away I see an axis. I see the Libra Aries axis. It's like I always say, whenever I see an axis in a spread, that does suggest a really strong sexual attraction. 7 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. But this person's scared. They're scared of getting too close to you. But it's not about the nature of the relationship or their feelings. It's about how do they see you. But I do see some fear. Fear of getting too close. Seven of Swords. Nine of Spears. Seven of Shields. Seven is Neptune, Pisces. All these sevens. Sevens, sixes, the nine. Nine is Aries. I would say for most of you, I'm not going to go on and on about it again. It's about how do they see you. Most of you, you probably have known this person for 2 years or longer. But how do they see you? They see you as someone they cannot trust because there is so much resistance here. I don't know if you and this person were together before, if this is an ex and there was some cheating, there was some betrayal. They feel unsafe. You threaten this person's ego in some way. I'm hearing once bitten, twice shy. I was hearing all these 80s songs for 2, and now I'm hearing once bitten, twice shy, great white. You hurt this person. Hurt their feelings, hurt their ego, and they don't want to go around the mulberry bush again. They don't want to try. It's like all effort has been exhausted. So for some, this could have been an on again, off again thing. And you both hurt each other, use words as weapons. And so there was a lot of ego deflating, perhaps. They see you as someone who is duplicitous. You're not just one thing. You're a lot contained in one person. You show different faces to different people. You and this person may have done some shady stuff on social media. Maybe you called this person out on social media. This could have been third party at some point, and you may have messaged this person's current partner, something like that. It's almost impossible not to talk about the nature of this connection because it's so messy and I see so much conflict and drama. I feel like when you and this person first met, when you first started talking, there was really hot, passionate sex right away. There was this instant attraction. And then all this stuff happened. I don't know. I just see so much drama. Nothing about your physicality is really coming out. I feel like obviously they were attracted to you. They still find you attractive, but it's like this. They're keeping you at arm's length because you hurt this person in some way. And they can't be too careful. They may have blocked you. They may have blocked you on social media. And you've not spoken in quite some time. This wasn't the most steady connection to begin with, but I feel like distance was a factor, and that just fed the paranoia, the doubt, the mistrust. They see you as someone who enjoys drama. You thrive on drama and conflict. Excuse me. They see you as someone who is very messy. You're very messy with boundaries. you reveal too much of yourself, so they might feel like you overshare details of your life on social media. Maybe you have a vlog, you have a YouTube channel, and the person who's coming to mind is Trisha Paytas. I'm just thinking of the videos Trisha Paytas used to make whenever she was on a break with her boyfriend David. Was his name David? I don't know. I just recall, because I looked at their astrology, I recall that the guy she was on and off with, it was very toxic. He was older, he was a Gemini, and she's a Taurus. Now she's married to Moses, a Scorpio. They have 2 or 3 kids. It's scary that I know all this, but I remember watching these videos where Trisha Paytas was just sitting in her kitchen crying, talking about her breakup and just spilling out the details of her life. And maybe that's how they see you, like a Trisha Paytas. You're just sharing all this information with strangers, and they're a lot more private, perhaps. When I first started this channel, I got so much criticism for talking about myself and my exes so much. And so I made my bio, I shuffle cards and talk about my exes. I feel it makes for a more interesting reader. When you get a sense of who the reader is, she's not just they're not some anonymous person just shuffling cards and telling you about yourself and your life. That's just my opinion. I feel like sharing your life makes it more interesting. But this person's very private. They keep their cards close to their chest, so to speak. They could be a Scorpio, and they feel like you're a lot more generous with sharing the details of your life with strangers or an audience. So this person could have Sun in Scorpio, Sagittarius rising, which would make them a 12th houser. 12th housers are very private, usually. Yeah, if they had Sun in Scorpio, Sagittarius rising, 12th houser. And they could have Moon in Taurus, just one possibility. You could have Sun in Libra, Aries rising, Moon in Gemini. I feel like your astral combo is all masculine, air and fire. You're an extrovert and you talk a lot. You share a lot. You communicate a lot. I can see you having a vlog, a podcast. And this person does not have much presence on social media. They could be one of those who is on social media in name only. They have the account. They never check it. They don't update. They don't share what they're going through. Very private and very closed off. They could be really tight, really tidy with their boundaries, whereas you're just all over the place. Maybe your energy is more scattered and their energy is more conservative, concise. For some, this could be a closet situation. Maybe you're gay, 2 men, 2 women, whatever, and you're out and you're very proud of who you are. You own your sexual identity, and this person is scared to come out of the closet. Maybe they come from a very strict religious background, a strict family. They're very conscious of what other people think. And you could just be a raging extrovert and you make this person nervous somehow, is what I'm getting. Yeah, and I have noticed that the more successful tarot readers tend to be the ones who keep it very clean and concise, and you just see the hands and you don't get any sense of who the person is, and they just read the cards. But that's not how I roll. Clearly. Okay, that's Pluto. Pluto in Gemini in the 9th, the house Sagittarius. You may have divulged some details about this person or about the relationship, and they're not comfortable with that. Some secret came out. And so they're keeping you at arm's length. Or they blocked you totally and completely. 4 is Aquarius, 8 is Capricorn, 3 is Sagittarius, 7 is Pisces. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 2. 2 is the number making Cancer, the dominant energy. You have a lot of power over this person, like a parent, like a mother. And that makes them very uncomfortable. You have too much power over this person. So you could have something in your synastry like Moon conjunct Pluto, which can be especially uncomfortable for the Moon person, especially if the Moon person has not done any work on themselves, if they have no self-awareness. It can be really uncomfortable. It's a hard aspect to handle. Moon conjunct Pluto. Ted. Teddy. I'm getting strong Facebook vibes. You liked the wrong thing on Facebook and it set this person off. Liked. Tiki. Tiki torches. Tiki bar. Kitty. Kite. Kitten. Katrina. Kevin. Got Lexi again. LinkedIn. Did you embarrass this person on LinkedIn? That's the only social media that I really update. Well, I have a very small Twitter X I call it. I have, I think 5, it fluctuates, 5 followers at Twitter X. But I'm always posting videos to LinkedIn, which is not the way you're supposed to work. LinkedIn is supposed to be very professional. This is my resume, looking for the job, and I don't play it like that. Maybe you like to knit. I'm seeing Nita. Anita. Night flirt. The webcam, working the webcam, OnlyFans, some kind of sex work. This person could work in tech. TECH. Anything else? I think that's it. They wear Keds. The shoes. Kenny. Ken. Kenny. Kent. They think you have sexy knees. That's weird. That's random. They love your knees. Okay. Yeah, that's what I see for 3. Hope that helps. I do this full time. I am always available for private readings. All the info is in every box. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Oops, that was loud. And if you chose 4, here's your reading. The Hanged Man, the Knight of Cups, the 8 of Wands. Looking at the time. Oh, this is going to be a long one, maybe over an hour. The Empress. 7 of Pentacles. Hierophant, strong Taurus vibes. King of Shields, the Magician, the Chariot. This person doesn't know you that well. I feel like you just started talking. You're acquaintances. You're not friends. This could be someone who has a crush on you. I don't know. How do they see you? They see you as someone who is quite mysterious and alluring, enchanting. They may feel that you are adept at esoteric stuff. Perhaps you have a tarot channel or something similar. They see you as someone who could be psychic, intuitive, classic girl. It's a Jane Addiction song. Jane's Addiction, classic girl. Such a classic girl. Gives a man a good idea so he can tell all his friends, hey man, listen to my great idea. They see you as a muse. I'm getting George Harrison, Patty Boyd vibes. One of the best love songs ever written. Something by George Harrison, who was a Pisces. George Harrison was a Pisces. The song was inspired by and written about his lover, eventually his wife, Patty Boyd, who was also a Pisces. She was quite the She was quite the muse. She inspired songs by George Harrison, Pisces, and Eric Clapton, Aries. So maybe you're just an all-purpose muse, or you inspire a lot of people. This person could be a musician, poet, writer, artist, and you inspire this person. I'm seeing that thing in John Hughes movie from the 80s, Some Kind of Wonderful. Eric Stoltz, he was the artist. He was inspired by Lee Thompson. She was the popular girl, the hot girl. He was the misfit, the artistic misfit. And anyway, he painted her portrait. So they want to paint your portrait, or they want to write a song about you, or write poems about you. You're beautiful. You're alluring. You're enchanting. Something about your eyes. I'm hearing Girl with Faraway Eyes by the Rolling Stones. Something gorgeous and different about your eyes. Maybe your eyes are mutable. Perhaps they change colors. I never knew that my eyes did that until my Leo boyfriend at the time, he's now my husband, my son's father. My Leo boyfriend told me that my eyes were green. I thought they were blue. He said they change color. They go from gray to green to blue. No one ever told me that before. So maybe you have mutable eyes. Your eyes change color, and they just look into your eyes and they feel love. I don't feel like they really know you yet. This could be the beginning of a great romance. Even if they don't know you that well, they've just looked at your pictures or they've seen your social media stuff. They feel like the potential's there. They could potentially fall deeply in love with you. They're very turned on by your physicality, just your presence, the way you express yourself. It's very appealing to this person. You could have Sun in Taurus, Pisces rising, Moon in Cancer. This person could have Sun in Pisces, Moon in Taurus, Gemini rising. These are just possibilities. But I feel like you have dream synastry, like the stuff of soulmates. You could have at least one significant conjunction, something like Sun conjunct Moon or Moon conjunct Moon. Neptune conjunct Venus is very romantic. And when you have Neptune conjunct Venus, you're going to connect on music especially. So this person could be sending you a lot of playlists. This song reminds me of you. This song. You look just like the actress in this movie, something like that. There's something very glamorous about you. I would say, just based on these cards, that you are this person's physical ideal. They think it doesn't get much better than you as far as your physical appearance. You're numinous, you're godlike or goddess-like. Yeah, they have you on a pedestal for sure. This could be one of those connections where you meet, you look into each other's eyes, and you're just transported. Don't I know you from somewhere? You know, you feel that uncanny past life kind of connection, like with soulmates, you know, that instant familiarity, that instant zing of recognition. They feel like you are worth the wait. They want to take their time and get to know you on all levels. They want to know you in your totalities. This is not lust. They are sexually drawn to you, but this is not the energy of a hit it and quit it or friends with benefits. This person wants to go deep with you. Okay, the astro die. Neptune in Sagittarius in the 4th house. Oh my God, I have that. That's a Gen X thing, Neptune Sagittarius. It's generational. Yeah, 4th house, the house of Cancer. One is Leo, 3 Sagittarius, 4 is Aquarius, 2 is Cancer, another 3. Oh my God, so 6 is the number, making Venus the dominant energy. Either this person's in love with you now. I don't feel like they know you well enough to be in love. Either they're in love with you now or that's going to happen. Just going by these cards, they're going to fall crazy in love with you. Usual caveat. This is not a personal reading. I am reading for a global audience. I never quite understand when people leave comments asking me questions like, should I text this person? I don't know, should you? I don't know who you are. It's not a personal reading. Global audience, entertainment purposes, grain of salt. I don't know how else to say it. This person could be a math professor, math teacher. Sean. I'm seeing Sean, S-C-A-N. Don't have all the letters, but they love your nose. But that's not what's jumping out. What's jumping out are the eyes. You are seen. You are definitely on this person's radar. We don't have all the letters. Sauna. I'm seeing Sweden, Switzerland. I'm seeing Germany. Not from the letters, but I'm just getting Germany vibes. A Nordic country. Germany's not Nordic, is it? Norway, Iceland, I don't know. Oh, wow. Maybe you met at university. I can see this person. I don't know why. I'm just picking this up. This person could be a professor, an instructor, and you're a student. I'm seeing Vanessa, Nia, Vanessa, Anna's a niece. Nisa. And I'm seeing Nassau, Bahamas, San Antonio, Lisa, Alyssa. Yeah. I'll stop there. Yeah, that's what I see for. I hope that helps. I do this full time. I'm always available for private readings. All the info is in every box. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. If you chose 5, here's your reading. This is a long one. The average length of my videos, about 35 to 40 minutes. We're at almost an hour. King of Coins, Chariot, 6 of Wands, Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, Queen of Swords. All these signifiers, are you kidding me? No, I'm serious. They see you as someone who is very serious. They may think that you're too serious. To be crude, to be crass, they may feel like you have a stick up your ass. They wish that you would just relax. They want to get you drunk. They want to get you stoned. They want to see you with your hair down. They want to see you loosen up and just dance and kick your shoes off and foot loose, foot loose. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I'm hearing the Footloose song from the original movie, not the remake. I've never seen it. I never would see it. I loved the original Footloose when I was a kid in Monahans, Texas. Early 80s. We actually went to the drive-in movies and saw it, and I got the soundtrack cassette. You be fine if you only cut loose. Kick off your Sunday shoes. The lyrics are idiotic, but yeah, they want to see you. They want to see you dance. They want to see you express yourself freely. Get crazy with the cheese whiz. 4 of Shields. They feel like you're uptight. They feel like you're too shy, too quiet. Knight of Shields. 8 of Spears. But your reserve, your coolness, your aloofness, your shyness, that turns this person on. They could be raging extrovert to your uptight, reserved, shy introvert. So it's a dance. It's the attraction of opposites. Opposites attracting. I'm seeing that Tears for Fears video from the 80s. Head over heels. So you're the blonde, icy, cerebral librarian. They want to have sex with you in the stacks. They want to just knock all the books off the table and just go at it on the library table. There is a lot of lust, a hell of a lot of lust to 5. Not so much romance. I mean, all we have for water actually is the Chariot. That's not especially romantic. Chariot, Cancer. Yeah, there's a lot of lust. They want to have sex with you, as much sex as possible. So they find you very sexually thrilling. Something about the taboo here. And I won't get into it. I won't paint the picture, but you can fill in the blanks. Something taboo, something forbidden about this connection, and it turns them on. You're a temptation to this person. I see fire and earth as the lustiest combination in Western astrology. We have this earth and we have this fire. Strong lust. Yeah, you're the ice queen. Or ice king, but I'm looking at a queen here. You're the ice queen and they want to melt your ice. It would be nice to melt your ice. If you haven't had sex yet, They suspect the sex would be phenomenal. I'm seeing 50 Shades of Grey, the first one, the first movie. When, I forget the chick's name. I don't really care. I'm not invested in the characters or the franchise, but the chick is working in the hardware store, and here comes the billionaire, the big successful sadist, Daddy Dom, Christian Grey, and he's, I guess, trying to titillate her by buying the accessory. She doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He's buying the chain or whatever, the restraints, the tape. So yeah, there could be some BDSM going on here. And they are the dark, oh so complicated sadist, the daddy dom, and you're the sweet, submissive, shy sub. Submissive sub. Redundant. But yeah, you're the sub, they're the dom. They want to spank that ass. They want to go hard all night long. They're having a lot of fantasies about you. They may have been overt already in the communication. They may have just slid into the DMs and told you exactly what is up. Maybe they sent you some pictures you didn't ask for. They're just laying it all out there. This is who I am. This is what I'm about. This is how I look. This is what I look like. This is what I'm packing. This is what I'm working with. And I want to do X, Y, Z to you. And they could be using the terms of endearment already. They're calling you baby. They're calling you sweetheart, angel, something. They're being bold. They're coming on like the Knight of Wands. We have Knight of Wands in the center. Yeah, it's how do they see you? They see you as a conquest. They see you as a thrilling conquest is what I'm getting for 5. And there's something forbidden. I'll just leave it at that. If you chose 5, you could have Sun in Aquarius, Leo rising, Moon in Libra, just one possibility. This person could have Sun in Taurus, Leo rising, Moon in Leo. God, lust is thick. God, there's so much lust for 5. This is crazy. Yeah, I can see that. I can see this person having Sun in Sagittarius in the 7th house, the house of Libra. Sagittarius loves to hunt. They love the thrill of the chase, similar to Aries. One is Leo, 2 is Cancer, 3 Sagittarius, 6 Venus. They're very attracted to you. 8 Capricorn. Yeah, I can get that. I can see that. 9 is the dominant, never making Aries, the dominant energy, conquest, the thrill of the hunt, the thrill of the chase. If you've seen the red flags with this person, if you're feeling like this person just wants to have sex with you and that's pretty much it. It could be a hit it and quit it. It could be just something casual and you don't want that. Well, then this could be your confirmation. Yeah, it's definitely sexual. AI. Are you real or are you AI? Because damn, baby. Eat tea, phone home. Tie. And that's the tea. That's the hot tea. Wisconsin. They're saying, whoa. I can just see them slobbering all over your social media. Whatever you're putting out there, they're all about it. They're first to watch your story or your reel, whatever it is now on Instagram. They're all about it. They want you to call them sir. Yes, sir. Sorry, India. They get turned on. Something happens when they look at your pictures, when they watch your videos. Eros. It's very erotic. Whole lot of Rosie. Bon Scott was a Cancer. AC/DC. Whole lot of Rosie. You get the gist. I will stop there. Yeah. That's what I see for 5, and that does conclude this pick a card reading. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, hyping, sending you all massive love and light from San Antonio.